A real modern-day sensation as far as contemporary cocktails are concerned is the Mojito. When I started 20 years ago, Mojitos were cocktails that were made but weren't particularly popular, and I think I went maybe 10 years without mixing a single Mojito. And yet in the last 12 months, I've lost count, hundreds and hundreds of Mojitos. It really is a popular drink. Has to be part of this section of the DVD. Couldn't leave it out. This is how you make what I think is probably the best Mojito. Start with a lime. We're going to take lime and cut this again into a number of pieces. I like to cut it down into about 8 pieces. If you're using a small lime, then use the whole lime. This is half of a large lime. Take your pieces of lime and drop them in the glass. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar. Teaspoons, actually these are bar spoons, but you can use teaspoons. It's more or less the same measurement. Granulated sugar. And this would be ready for squeezing together. But actually the thing that makes the Mojito unique is the combination of lime and also fresh mint. So I'm going to take a couple of sprigs of fresh mint, like so. I'm going to take a number of leaves off of here. I don't know, these are small leaves, so I'm going to take maybe 8 leaves off of here. But you know, if you've got big mint leaves, then 6 is fine, that's okay. But let's just get 8 off of there and put them on top. Now the drink is ready for pestling. Going to get the pestle and crush these together. Now an interesting thing, when you're starting to crush mint, as we do in things like mint juleps and drinks we call shrubs, it's really easy to break the mint down into little pieces of just sort of broken shards of leaf, and actually that looks rather uncomfortable. If you put the mint on top of the lime like we've done here, the lime sort of supports it so that when I crush it, as I'm about to do now, I'm releasing the juice from the lime, I'm also releasing the zest from the lime, but I'm also releasing the oils from the mint without breaking the mint down because the lime is sort of acting like a cushion. The whole thing allows the sugar to dissolve. We get all the flavors together, and then we're ready to create the drink. So that's probably enough squeezing. I'll just put my pestle down here. Going to fill this glass with crushed ice. A nice big scoop of crushed ice, like so. Maybe a little bit more, because I want to bring the crushed ice up to the top of the glass. That's about fine. And then we're going to top this up with some rum. Going to use white rum. People like to use dark rum. It's fine. I've chosen white to use for this drink. And now we get to the mixing process. You can use a spoon. You can put the spoon in, just jab it around a bit. But you see it's a little cumbersome and it's easy to knock bits of ice or other ingredients out. So what I prefer to do is get rid of those bits of ice, take another glass, put it on top like so. Again, we're going to put my thumb on the top like this. I'm going to have my hands around the side so everything's lined up perfectly. It won't leak. Pick it up, give it a couple of shakes. That's enough to mix it up. And then we're left with the Mojito. Finished Mojito. There is a variation of this, really. If you want a longer drink, put it in a longer glass, add a bit of soda, it turns it into a long drink. But for me, it tends to dilute it too much. I prefer it like this. So this is my recommended Mojito recipe for you.